Hi, hello. It's very cold. 好凍啦。It's like when I woke up this morning. 我今朝起身咧 ，the weather report said it's only 1 degree Celsius。咁咧個天氣報告話俾我知咧係得1度啦，攝氏1度啦。And but I mean it's sunny outside， 但係出邊係超好天，即係啦，陽光普照咁樣啦。So yesterday I went out to the library to do some captioning work。咁我琴日就諗住去圖書館做字幕啦，咁樣。I went out at around like 2 o'clock。我大概2點鐘出門口啦。As soon as I walk out， 我一行出去咧 ，I have to come back and change 。我要翻入嚟換衫啦。And then I went out again。咁我出去啦 ，and I walk under the sun。咁我就喺太陽下邊行啦 ，and it was okay， 咁就 OK 啦咁樣。And then I finished at around 4:30 in the library。咁我大概4點半喺圖書館就走啦。Mainly because my computer ran out of battery。咁首先就係電腦冇電啦。And second of all is like when I look out of the window, it's evening already。咁我就第一樣嘢就係我望出窗嘅時候咧，已經開始係黃昏嘅天色啦。So the sun was gone。咁就已經冇咗太陽啦。And it's still not yet dark， 但係即係仲未黑嘅，仲未天黑嘅。So I immediately like left， 咁我即刻執嘢走啦。As soon as I walked out， 我一行出圖書館，I was cursing already like if you know me like you know how well I did in the cold 識我嘅人就知道咧，我真係幾咁唔怕凍啦。一行出去就係咁講粗口啦咁。So yeah, but I'm still going to go out today。咁但我今日都仲係會出去嘅。咁mainly because I need to go and buy my Powerball lottery ticket。咁首先就係因為我要出去買我張六合彩飛啦。And second of all, I just love to work in the library now。咁同埋另一樣嘢就係我真係中意喺圖書館做嘢嘅咁。Just more focus and 比較專心啲啦，我咁樣同 and also I just get to go out and have a walk， you know。咁同埋我就要出去行下啦咁。So don't worry about me though。咁但係都唔使擔心嘅。The host here is so nice. She said that I can wear her jacket when I need them。咁因為屋主係好好嘅，佢話如果真係太凍，然後你唔夠衫着咧，咁就可以着我啲褸嘅咁。So I would have enough clothing today。咁我今日係會有夠衫，即係會着夠衫出去噶啦。Okay, so let's begin。咁我哋又正式開始啦。Read to Resist Day 180。當閱讀也是抗爭第180日。A Concise History of Hong Kong by John Mark Carroll。香港簡史，從殖民地至特別行政區。著者高馬可，譯者林立偉。British officials had hoped that the colony would attract Chinese merchants from Macau and Canton, transforming it into the trader center of southern China. But this did not happen. Part of the problem lay in the Treaty of Nanking, which ceded Hong Kong to Britain, but also opened 5 Chinese ports, thereby diverting trade from Hong Kong. Because trading at treaty ports was cheaper, British merchants preferred to buy directly from China. Chinese merchants preferred to use British ships for importing and exporting goods to and from Southeast Asia because they were faster, safer, and cheaper than their own junks. Although this benefited British shipping companies, their ships bypassed Hong Kong. Martin lamented how, after 3 years and a half's uninterrupted settlement, there is not one respectable Chinese inhabitant on the island. One wealthy opium trader had built a house and freighted a ship in Hong Kong, but he soon returned to Canton, where he died of a fever and cold contracted in the colony. 英國官員原本希望這個殖民地能吸引廣州和澳門的中國商人前來，使它變成華南的貿易中心，但事與願違。 部分原因在於南京條約。該條約把香港割讓給英國之餘，同時開放5個通商港口，因而令香港的貿易流向其他地方。因為在條約口岸通商更便宜，英國商人寧願直接從中國採購貨物，中國商人則寧願使用英國船從東南亞進口和出口貨物，因為英國船比他們的帆船更快、更安全、更便宜。雖然英國的船運公司因此受惠，但他們的船繞過香港而不入。馬丁慨嘆，經過3年半不斷開拓，島上連一個有體面的華人居民都找不到。有一位從事鴉片貿易的富商，在香港建了一座房子，還擁有一艘出租貨船，但他不久回到廣州，而他回去前在香港染上感冒發燒，結果病逝廣州。One reason that Hong Kong was unable to attract large Chinese merchants was that the Chinese authorities in Canton used various restrictions to discourage wealthy Chinese traders from coming to the colony. Some colonial officials were convinced that Chinese authorities in Guangdong deliberately deported vagabonds, vagrants, and thieves to Hong Kong, both as a way to get rid of criminals and to undermine the stability of the colony. But the European population had more than its own share of unsavory characters. In Britain, the island had become known as a haven for European outlaws, deserters, reckless adventurers, and speculators. The Economist noted in August 1846 how Hong Kong is nothing now but a depot for a few opium smugglers, soldiers, officers, and men-of-war's men. Oswald Tiffany, an American visitor, recalled how scapegoats and scoundrels from the purlieus of London, creatures that only missed Botany Bay by good fortune, were to be found in the town of Victoria, lording it over the natives, many of whom were more respectable and respected than they had ever been or ever could be. 香港無法吸引大量中國商人的一個原因是，廣州中國當局以各種各樣的限制阻撓中國富商到香港去。有些殖民地官員相信，廣州中國當局故意把流浪者、無業遊民和小偷遣送到香港，一方面能清除罪犯，另一方面是要破壞香港的穩定。但歐籍人中惡劣之徒也大有人在。香港是歐洲逃犯、罪犯、逃兵、魯莽冒險家和投機者的庇護所，這點在英國是人盡皆知。經濟學人 Economist 在1846年8月說：香港現在什麼都不是，只是一些鴉片私梟、士兵、官員和軍艦水手的補給站。美國訪客奧斯瓦爾德蒂法尼 Oswald Tiffany 憶述，那些來自倫敦邊緣地區，全靠運氣好才沒有被流放到博塔尼灣的替罪羊和流民地踎。在維多利亞城可找到他們的蹤影。這些家伙在那裏作威作福，對本地人以指氣使，而不少本地人十分正派和可敬。而這些家伙無論從前或日後都比不上的。This is the reading of today. 咁今日就係讀咁多啦。So I started to talk about the poor development of Hong Kong in the first 3.5 years。咁開始講就係香港頭嗰3年幾嘅時候，3年半啦，即係個發展即係不如理想啦，咁樣樣事與願違啦咁。So there were lots of different reasons。咁有好多唔同嘅原因啦。And it's very interesting to read about how the Europeans would think that like authorities in China would be exporting thieves or vagabonds to Hong Kong。咁我覺得好有趣就係即係歐洲人會覺得你即係中國嘅人咧就係將即係你哋大陸嗰啲嘅小偷啊、賊仔啊，總之即係唔好嘅人就即係放晒嚟香港咁樣樣啦咁。And at the same time, the Europeans themselves also would have their share of bad deeds, of course。咁當然即係啲歐洲人都有即係做壞事啦咁。What they mention here is how these people who would never have the same kind of respect in their own country would come to the colony and become sort of like a not respectable person, but it's just like to have more power and authority in general. 咁都有趣嘅就係佢提到，譬如啲歐洲人可能喺佢自己本土嘅國家，基本上係唔會享有某一啲地位嘅，即係做一世都唔會得到嘅。咁但係嚟咗香港或者嚟到殖民地之後，佢哋就可以嗰啲叫咩？又唔係揸住雞毛當令箭，即係總之就係可以任意地指使人啊，即係突然之間就係飛上枝頭變鳳凰咁樣樣啦咁。So which is like the bad things of colony, which we don't have to go deep into right now. 咁當然呢個都係即係殖民主義其中一個最差嘅嘢啦。And it's all about like oppression and hierarchies and hegemony. 咁全部都係關於就係壓迫啦，關於呢一個嘅階級啦，關於呢一個嘅霸權啦咁樣。It's interesting to see like even now it's the same. 咁其實都有趣嘅，就算而家其實都係一樣㗎。People in the like upper class， 咁喺啲上流社會人 they would oppress like the middle class， 咁佢哋就壓迫即係中層嘅人啦。And then the middle class would then oppress the working class， 咁跟住中層嘅人又走會去壓迫即係啲勞動階層嘅人啦咁。So it has always been like that。咁其實成日都係咁嘅。Can we think about that like as a order of nature？ like 我哋可唔可以話佢呢個係天然秩序咧？咁樣 I remember I read about like how chickens or roosters in like their community they have like these pecking orders and you cannot farm chickens more than like you cannot form a chicken community more than 100 or 99。 咁咧我記得我嗰陣時讀過一啲即係書咧係講關於雞佢哋嗰個嘅社會秩序啊，就係即係佢哋都會有一個好自然嘅一個即係弱肉強食嗰樣嘢啦咁樣。但係咧佢哋就話咧佢嗰個社會秩序唔可以超過100隻雞定99隻雞。佢如果係咁你就會亂咗噶啦咁，因為佢哋係好自然咧。如果喺100隻以內咧，佢哋都會識得分邊個大佬啊，邊個係即係中間嗰啲啊，邊個就係即係基層啊咁樣樣。So sometimes I wonder about that, like as human beings, are we merely just animals that can speak or think or write or whatever we think that we are better than animals, or we still can't escape like this whole idea of all these I don't know, can we say that it's a negative trait? But I mean if it's a natural thing then yeah, I mean on the moral ground we would think that's a bad thing, right? But then I wonder if this is who we are, then how do we change it? 咁我有時就會諗，即係其實呢一種嘅做法啦，即係總之有權力嘅人就會壓迫啲冇權力嘅人啊，即係個個自私啊，攬住自己啲嘢，弱肉強食啊，即係人不為己，天誅地滅啊呢啲咁樣。咁到底係真係我哋其實係咪同其他動物根本係冇分別咧？只不過我哋可能識寫字，我唔知啊，即係係啦。即係我哋覺得自己叻啲，所謂萬物之靈，但係其實基本上都係一模一樣，係逃不過呢一種咁樣嘅天然嘅秩序啦，呢個大自然嗰個定律啦咁我哋憑咩去覺得自己企喺即係道德高地咧？咁我哋點樣去改變呢件事咧？如果我哋覺得自己真係叻啲嘅話咁。So this is something to think about。咁我哋即係可以研究下啦。I am about to go out and get my lottery ticket。咁我就出去買呢一個落彩飛啦。And then I will become a rich Michelle tomorrow and read again。咁聽日咧我就會成為富婆小貓，繼續同大家讀書啦。See you again tomorrow。聽日見，拜。